Hello once again, I am Crimulus. This is my songwriting breakdown series where I take a stream where I wrote a song, which is something I do every week, and then I cut the video of that stream down into just the places where I made decisions or tried a thing that may or may not have worked, and present some commentary to present it hopefully in a format that you really like without having to watch the whole thing. The song I wrote for today's video, I had actually written most of prior. It just came to me kind of on my walk after the last songwriting stream. But the song is called Where-You-Hidin'-Baby, and I wrote it on April 27th. Let's check it out.
I wasn't muted, you were muted.
A bad habit of being muted.
Realized this morning, I can use that today. So the song I've got...
That little riff I was just playing, I had come up with that on a previous stream, and I realized that morning that I could use it for this song.
It's kind of like... It's hard for me to sing it convincingly, but this came to me during a walk. Like, I was just thinking about it. So this is... And maybe it's the key that's the issue, but it's like... Where you hiding, baby? I've been looking for you all my life. Thought I found you once, thought I found you twice. If you come say hi, that'd sure be nice. I'm running out of days and I'm running out of nights when I can fall asleep. Not sure how to do that line. Holding you tight and I only get to know you in the songs that I write. Where you hiding, baby? Where you hiding, baby? I didn't do that very well, but that's the idea. And then I can use that intro. Key change there, it'll be hard for me to sing probably, but anyway, basically half the song's written, so whether I can ever perform it or not, it's a different thing. I can totally write songs that aren't for me.
That's kind of a good point to touch on. You can write a song that isn't great for you to sing, or you don't feel good singing. I would say most successful songwriters are writing songs for other people.
Start with that. I do like the key change, but it's all kind of setting up for a difficult song to play and sing, but... I'm running out of nights when I can fall asleep, holding you tight, and I can only get to know you in the songs that I write. But now I only get to know you in... Right now I only get to know you in the songs that I write.
A little tweaking here.
All right. So
Not
I could
like
make this one of those just repeating songs, but I don't think I want to. I had a couple of other lines here that were interesting. And it's kind of weird where I just start with a song half written, but this was like literally after the songwriting stream last weekend, I went for my walk, and this just kind of came into my head. So I like these lines. I don't know why there's two W's in where you hiding? I'm looking for a unicorn who's ready to fight.
I feel it's important to mention here, when I'm thinking about this fight, it's that like sort of playful bickering in a couple. Some version of this ends up in the final, and I probably will still end up changing it because I don't want it to sound like condoning domestic abuse or anything like that. It's pretty obvious that's not what I mean, but at the same time, I like to be really careful with the words that I use in songs, and so that's probably one that'll just keep bugging me until I get it, just right anyway. So that's just felt like pointing that out.
I'm not sure if So then the next lines I have here are, it's the luck of the draw and I get the short stick every time. And that's its own kind of luck, but it's not the right kind. But I don't feel like that. Like, I think I was fitting the same rhyming scheme, but I don't think that's related to the song. But I like this. I'm not looking for you to always tell me I'm right. I'm looking for a unicorn that's ready to fight. I think that's cool. Baby, I've been looking for you all my life. These transitions are really going to be challenging. I mean, not in the long term, but to get a recording today. I guess I can work on this other verse. So I've been looking for you all my life. I've been cooking for you. I've been booking. The job was open. Your job is open, but you haven't applied. I like that. There's describe is a good one. All right, that's definitely something to start. Where you hiding, baby? The job is open, but you haven't applied. So now it would be, I guess that line doesn't have to be right there, but I do want to parallel kind of the feeling to this. I've been looking for you, like. And that first verse came so like while I was walking, it just was coming to me. It's one thing about moving. I think better when I'm moving. So when I talk on the phone, I walk miles and miles. I'm not looking for you to tell me I'm right. Maybe want and ready to fight. So like, thought I found you once. In my dreams, maybe in my dreams you want to be ready to fight. And there's not a lot of days. And there's not a lot of days. Right now I only get to know you in the songs that I write. I like that. I like this verse, I mean, it was pretty good coming in already, I guess, but like this is basically perfect. Where you hiding, maybe I've been looking for you all my life. Thought I found you once, thought I found you twice, we come say hi, that'd sure be nice. Because there's not a lot of days and not a lot of nights. I have to fall asleep holding you tight right now. I only get to know you in the song. Like, I just love how it just keeps doubling down on that rhyme over and over, and I feel like it nails it. Whereas this next verse, it doesn't feel quite as, like, impactful. So, where you hiding, baby? I'm not looking for you to tell me I'm right. In my dreams, you want to be ready to fight. And the job is open, but you haven't applied. I mean, that's not bad, actually. The job is open, but you haven't applied. The requirements are almost impossible to describe. I kind of like, because like I can't just leave it at fight, right? So like,
those really extra letters.
Ready to fight, trying to put me in my place, even when you know I'm right. Wait, maybe I already used the right, so maybe I can't use this here. But trying to put me, unless you want me to, I promise I won't bite. I like that. Baby, unless you want me to, I won't bite. Can you ask me one question?
You can see here I moved everything to single lines. I was breaking it up before just so it's easier to see on the stream, but I had to put it in these single lines here just so I could match up the number of lines per verse. That's all.
Yes. So now something sort of like parallel to the idea of I only get to know you in the songs that I write. I'm having a hard time making this food related. I mean, it could be about a sandwich. I like this like fourth wall thing, so it'd be nice to have something else like that in here. Right now, I only get to know you in the songs that I write. It's a little bit hard to describe. So like,
think.
You're exactly what I have in mind. I like that. And then where you hiding, baby? I mean, this might be the whole song. I don't think I want another verse. Let me do a little bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna say bridge, whatever that's gonna be, and then we just fade out on where you hiding, baby. All right, so the bridge would be this A, C, G, D, C times 2.
Those chords are relative to the guitar, which is a baritone tuned to B.
intro again after that, and then fade out on the Where You Hidin' Baby. All right, that's the song. It still takes almost an hour, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. I do find that it just kind of takes the same amount of time for me to kind of sit with a song. Like there's only so much that you can just decide on in a moment. It takes a little bit of time to sit with it. And even again, I do these videos a week plus after I wrote the song, so it takes time for it to kind of absorb and soak in. I can't say enough how these songs are just as new to me when I'm done with them as they are to anyone else. So it really just does take time, and that's why it's usually an hour, between an hour and 2 hours, even when I have a lot of the song already written, because I kind of have to sit with it and feel my way through it and digest it. It just takes that long for me anyway to process it.
Unless you want me to, I won't bite. I'm really hoping you wanna be ready for a fight, and I hoping you wanna be ready for a fight, and try to put me in my place even when you know I'm right.
Am I ready to put it into a take? I don't know. I'm gonna try. The tempo, I just keep speeding it up when I get to that.
I always speed up, just my thing.
I also keep messing it up, getting ahead of myself, all this stuff.
Where you hiding, baby?
All right, I missed one little repeat of that intro. Otherwise, that was pretty good. And if I can't get a good take in the next 1 or 2 tries, that's fine. So that gives me a little bit of breathing room.
Where you hiding, baby? Where you hiding, baby?
That's about as close to perfect as it's going to get. That wasn't bad. And right at 3 minutes, I like that. I did speed up, but I can't, there's no way to get that right for me. I mean, my sense of tempo is so fluid. Putting it kindly. That's why I could never be a drummer. That, and I could never set up and tear down drums every gig. What a pain in the ass.
Well, there you have it. That was the writing of Where You Hidin' Baby, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear that initial take, that'll be linked down below. And if you want to see the full stream, that will also be linked down below. Love to hear your thoughts on this, but otherwise, I'm just going to keep on making them and see you here every week. The next video will actually be will be the performance video for the last 4 songs, because I'll be out of town this coming weekend. There won't be a songwriting stream. Apart from all that, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I post stream highlights there every day and just other things that might be interesting. Twitch, YouTube, all the good places. You're already on YouTube. And like I said in the last video, I'm just a random unemployed dude making videos on the internet. So I hope you enjoy them. But regardless, I'm going to keep on keeping on and trying to make music my living, whatever way that ends up happening. And thanks for being a part of it. See you next time.